Yeah, that's right. I wanted him to hear it.
Let's remember him with some gangster shit, you know? Drop that G. I'ma put this on my mind and everything I love. I'ma ride for you, toast. I'm not no motherfucking coach. They got you solo, did you 30 to 1, but I'll be damned if I don't get them for what they've done. You were a gangster at heart, so you got that life. Always fucking fools up, holding down the east side. That's right, still see survive. And down to ride, there'll never be another because there's no other life. You knew it was I need to provide for the fam. Was pop rocks with people you wanted the upper hand. And feeding the fans, took the product to slam. The fed I was stacked, never went hungry again. Pockets full of rocks, a true leader with that car. You had the block unlocked, you went from pro to bar. South Central, everywhere a legend was born. To this day, the legacy of the
Should we start? Let's start. Okay. I love you. I love you. Oh. How about How about a pig ear today? Okay. Gianni said, give him a pig ear, Baba. Give him a pig ear. Oh, that's a good. This is a better one. Oh, look at that one. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's my baby. I'm all wet. Why he wet? Why he wet? Okay, I'll say hello to everybody. Don't worry about it. There's not a lot of people. I'll say, I got it. Go to all chat. Oh, look at this. Hang on a second. Let me get the ticker with the donation board up there. Hang on a second. Oh. Okay. All right. Let me catch up. Let me get here, guys. Crazy Hillbilly, my man. Cheech Rhino in the building. Hollywood 210. Great night. Hollywood, give me a second. Great night. James Simpson. Thank you, Mr. Simpson. Wishes everybody and their families a great weekend. James, my man. There he is, Osada Treats. Osada, we were laughing yesterday. Gianni Catalano. On if you were there. The whole crew's. Oh. Martha Fowler. How are you, love? Thank you for coming in. Okay, Joe Delamur is in the building. Gumba Kefa. Baywatcher, my man. Oh boy, does he tell me. Wait. One pig here, he'll be getting the whole pig soon. My bodyguard. All right, you guys are saying hello. And there she is, the lovely Cinnamon Girl. How are you, Cinnamon? He was on top. No, let me rephrase that. I couldn't move last night sleeping with him, I'll tell you. He missed me for a couple of days. I love the attention. They're like a sidekick, appendage. I call him my appendage. Every move I made when I got there with the baby last night, he knows every move. It's just great. This dog's great. All right. We'll talk. How you making out over there? Okay. All right. Good, gives me a chance to catch up. Not catch up, but get there. But first, coffee. Gianni, I'll warm it up in a little while and take a break. Let's talk about Friday night. Friday night at the fights. I knew it was going to be all that. Fight night always is. If you're a fight fan, a boxing fan, and you live in a fighting city, it's just a great time. I wasn't stagnant 1 second last night. I went somewhere, ended up somewhere else, Gianni, my head was spinning. What a good time. The fights, man, did Todd Father call that one. What a night out. And just like Hollywood said, the boys representing, there was some good fights. I mean, we won the card. Would I stay up until the 6th, 7th fight? And that's when I was snatched. You know, we ended up watching the rest on TV, pay-per-view. We'll get into that in a second, too. But good young fighters. I tell you what, for an amateur match and all that, there wasn't even a boring fight. Wasn't even a boring fight on there. That's how good. The kids were in shape. They all went. There wasn't, I don't think that I turned away a knockout or a stoppage. I can't, after, I'd have to look in between 7 and 15, 14. I mean, the main event was great. Wow, that Bobby, where is my program? Boy, he could throw. This kid, we'll start, hang on. We get there. Todd Father setting up, good stuff. And I got there early, started mingling, getting our stuff, and boom. Hey, ooh, ah. Ooh, ah. Okay, I know. He wants to be involved in every conversation. Okay. When I go like this to the baby, I go, hum. He's not doing it. He hums with me with the baby, and then I go, feed. I can't make no noises, Gianni. I can't make no obscure noises if I have the baby or any of that stuff. He won't stand for it. Thank you, love. Okay, let's take a break. I gave you 2. Let's take a break for a second. Let me talk a second here. But yeah, and then the fight started. Our locals versus everybody from Ireland. Actually, Ireland versus Buffalo, the battle in Buffalo. This was the nice program they gave me last night. I love it with all the names and events. And so we're hanging out, waiting the fight start. Just good stuff. Now, Theendu's guy, Shawn Vanderlip, started the whole program out. And what a good fight. What a good fight. These amateurs like that. And I was watching this British chumber practice before the fights. It just so happened I was right near this kid, and he was warming up with his dad or coach. I was like, damn, wow, these kids are on. I mean, they were looking good. They were warming up like nobody's business. Fight fans, like I said, boxing fans know. And it's like a horse race. You go and you watch your, look at that, look. So that was the first draw, the first fight, and it was great. They went toe-to-toe. I have the whole fight. I videotaped the whole fight. The one thing, I was under a lot of pressure in my brain. So instead of pressing pause after the first round, I pressed stop. And then I noticed I couldn't get that over again. I'm like, oh, Theendu, now it's going to be in 3 sections. And I guess you need an app to put it all together. So as soon as I download everything off the phone to here, I'll have the whole fight up, guys. All 3 rounds. Unbelievable. So that fight had ended. And then we found out we were right next to the pay-per-view microphone and TV. Godfather looked at me. I looked at him. I said, you think they could listen to everything we say? Oh, yeah. So you know what I started doing? Theendu and Vito the Pitbull. Godfather. Gianni, you had to hear me. He was laughing. That's something else when you find out that you're right next to the live camera. I mean, the camera and the microphone were right here. And we were right over here. It's like, wow. Unbelievable. So I'm like, good. Everybody could hear us. They're going to recognize my voice. Yeah, Gianni, you know what? Let me get to a couple comments here. I'm sorry. You're exactly right, G. I was just coming to that next. Gianni takes everything out of my mouth. You know what, Gianni? Thank you, Gianni. Thank you. Wait. This is what I get for not looking at the chat. Is that how far down I am? Well, okay. There it is. There's this. That's exactly it. They're hungry. They're determined. They want to win. They don't care. Exactly. Yep. Even the girls. The girls were even tough. Oh, wait. Hang on. Oh, forgot about it. Okay. The Irish girl was the third fight. Oifi Dugan. I hope I'm saying that right. Verse, get ready for this one. Plug your ears. Natalie Zempoltekotl. Godfather, where are you when I need you? Yeah, okay, like he's going to pronounce it. Zempoltekotl. And let me tell you something. Natalie, I think she would have took Theendu out in the first round. They won 3 rounds, these girls. And you had to see these girls punch. I'm like, they would have knocked me out in the first round. And these were what? 16-year-old girls, 13? In between there. Unbelievable. Some good stuff. And hang on. There was some, Bobby Flood. The Battle of Buffalo, the title fight. Bobby Flood versus Michael Rivera. I watched Bobby Flood work out because he was big. Let me tell you something. He's out of a 5-star, he's a 4-star amateur, this kid. One more star and he's ready to go. That's how good this kid was. That's the fight. I couldn't tape it. I was gone by then. But yes, this Bobby Flood. I mean, I think he's like a big ranked amateur, and like I don't want to say it like this, but like he carried the kid. You know, he hit him at will. One of them. He was so fast. He was stronger than Rivera. I mean, it was all that. I mean, hey, it's amateurs. I give this Michael Rivera all the credit in the world to go in against, a higher opponent, all that. And here it is. Hang on a second. And here I'll get him right now. He heard my battle cry. And he was all one of them, this kid. He had all that going for him. So he peppered Rivera up for 3 rounds, and it was a good fight. Rivera hung in there. He did his thing. I mean, it was wonderful. But Bobby Flood, remember that name. fight fans. And here he is. And here he is. Let me give the. And here is Mr. Sir Spin-a-Lot on the DJ board. There he is. What are you
Hello?
doing? Yo.
Am I up here? Am I good?
Yeah, you're up here. You're good.
All right. Sorry. I'm literally unloading my stuff from last night from my car now.
I just want to say this real fast while you just got on here. I saved
Okay.
this to the end. Perfect timing. You got up here. Todd Father went live at the last fight.
2 fights.
At the last 2 fights, sorry. When he dropped his phone 3 stories high on top of like 3 people, you went down all the way to the ground with the phone and then it hit some girl. Go ahead, take over.
It didn't hit the girl, thank God, because it would have hurt.
Oh.
So I was way up in like the balcony area upstairs, and it fell flat down, smack down. There's not a scratch, a dent, a crack, or nothing on the phone. Nothing.
Like
and I was still live.
Woo! The phone went like this. You were on it. I was Theendu almost threw up. It was like this. Then all of a sudden you're, oh! And then you see this girl's hand pick up the phone.
My son's like, Dad, don't do that. Don't put it there. Don't. Because I had it resting between, when I was doing the fights, I had it resting between my mixer and the little ledge there, little backsplash, I guess you want to call it, little ledge. And it was fine. And then I moved it, and then like an idiot, it went over. So
I was like, I rolled. My wife was like, what the hell just happened? She had you on her iPad.
It fell probably minimum, 25 feet at least.
Yes.
At least 25 feet it went.
She's like, you were so lucky that phone didn't shatter.
Yeah, I'll learn my lesson.
If it falls flat on the screen, that phone shatters. I don't know how it fell. Okay.
Well, it was a good. I should send it to the OtterBox, the phone case company, and let them use that for advertising. So
if you didn't see that, everybody go watch that. You'll fall with Todd Father's phone. Okay.
Yeah, literally.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's only like last like 3 minutes of the video too. So if you don't even want to watch the fights and you want to go right to that, it's like the last like 3 or 4 minutes of that video, you see it.
And
it's crazy.
Guys and ladies, the best part is when the girl has the phone in her hand and you get about 15, 20 seconds of them talking about it. It is so
Well, she wanted to throw it up. She wanted to throw underhand, throw it up to me. I said, no, don't do that. And if you catch it, you could see me leaning over the edge there, like going, hey, hang on, I'll be right there. You could see,
Yup.
Yeah, that was crazy. But what a great night, great fights. It was all for charity. Nobody canceled, so it was 14 fights.
Yep.
12 out of the 14 were Ireland versus Buffalo / Canada. And there was 2 that were straight Buffalo versus Buffalo.
Yes.
Those
were the last couple fights. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And I'll tell you that Bobby Flood, that last fight, he could have ended that within 45 seconds, in my opinion. But they just kept stopping it because when he hit, you just heard it, and he like let out with his voice, like he grunted so loud every time he, you know what I mean? Like it was just unbelievable.
It was that heavy slap punch when he hit him.
I'll tell you what, man.
Do you remember him working out right next to us? Do you remember he was shaking the floor? You remember?
Yeah. So I wound up. So with him, he's only 19 years old. I did a little research on him when I got home. He's been boxing since he was 6 years old.
Okay.
6 years old. And I'll tell you what, I would not want to get hit by that kid. I would not want to take.
Knock us out if he hit us.
I'll tell you what, I've been, I had my bell rung quite a few times in my life, but I would not want to get hit by that kid.
Wait a minute.
He
was doing this. He was doing the Tyson slide. So when he would go down, he'd hit the kid, he'd Muhammad Ali, and hit the kid again. The one body shot, he would have knocked me out cold. I would have went right down.
So I wound up catching up. I wound up catching up with all the fighters after it ended.
Oh, okay.
And I got a picture with Bobby, and I asked him. I said, you got to tell me, were you toying with him a little bit? He goes, oh, just a few times, you know. So
send me the picture. I would have put it in my friggin' thing.
Yeah, all right, I'll send.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a picture with him where we're posing and he's got the belt, so.
Yeah.
Nice. But man, what a nice kid though. What a beautiful nice kid though. You know what I mean? Just like nothing ever even. Just like he was never even in a fight.
You know
what I mean? Just
he answered. Yup. He answered.
Yeah, just a.
Yep.
Yep. So I told him. I said, hey man. I said I did your music. Oh, thanks so much for the song, man. And it was cool. I got to talk to a lot of them afterwards. I hung around for a while.
Good.
You know what I mean? I hung around for about 40 minutes afterwards. So.
Like every song he played was a bad jam song. Even the fighters were dancing on the way out. They didn't even know what song he was going to play. Every song he played for the fighters, they loved it. They loved it.
Yeah,
they out rocking, dancing. It was great.
Yeah, I picked probably 80% of those songs that they came out to last night.
Yep.
So.
Good stuff, man. I had a great time. Let me tell you.
Yeah, the co-main event was the Buffalo kid from the fire department was sponsoring.
Yeah,
he came out blast. They stopped that fight. They stopped it. The dude's nose was smushed. From Ireland.
Stopped that.
They threw the towel and that was it. And then the ref stopped the last fight.
Ali Rexby.
Yeah, he took it to him, man. That wasn't even close. But the guy was really tall. He was really tall. Billy Boyd was really tall, and his stance, he had his stance out like literally his feet were 3 feet apart, and then he would just throw punches from there. It was like a robot. It was weird. But I'll tell you what, that kid got all of him and more, man.
Yep.
So
how about the girls? How about that third fight? That was a great fight. The girls, huh?
Yeah, the girl. Yeah, they were all good. I think every fight stood out. I really do. It wasn't.
I went ringside for that fight. I was downstairs. That was a good fight too.
Yeah, I lost track of you after a while. So.
Yep. I was all over the place. I was having so much fun. Are you kidding me?
So just to touch on what you said earlier, so the video crew that was doing the live pay-per-view for Ireland set up their microphone, set up a second camera and a microphone right next to where I was doing the music, and me and Theendu were, and then the people I had with me. And I had my nephew there basically commentating on his own. So they wound up coming up there. They wound up coming up there and saying, hey, guys, you mind keeping it down? We're catching every single thing you're saying on the microphone. It's live streamed. Anything
gave me an anxiety attack when I was
playing. I know.
I love that kid. Listen to me.
That was funny.
I was laughing. I didn't want to get him in trouble, but I love him. Love that kid.
Yeah, it was. It was fun.
You know me. It's just, I didn't want to say anything good, like you know what I mean.
Yeah, we wound up having to put 2 garbage cans in front of that area because people just kept trying to go there. Yeah, people just kept trying to go there and get that sneak peek. That was pretty much the best seat in the house, in my opinion. But
Don Meikle, if that kangaroo clubbing Muttley no good would have said cheap seats one more time, those were we had a station up for Todd Father. Those were the best. Theendu was everywhere. I sat everywhere.
Yeah, there was really no bad seat in the house.
In the house, everybody came upstairs with us, so they could see everything. Ain't it?
Yep, that's true. Yeah, even the fighters warmed up there too. It was nice.
Oh, the fire department.
What's it called? And then it's funny because Theendu's not lying. As soon as we found out they were live streaming, the guys walked away. Theendu's over there next to the microphone going, yep, Theendu and Vito the Pitbull, YouTube, subscribe. Like, are you serious? Like, relax. Oh, it was funny. So he might have some news. Yeah, he's like, yeah, well, they're going to know us now. This is an opportunity.
Gianni would have loved it.
I don't know. I was laughing. No, it was a good time. You know, like I said, it seemed like it was pretty. It was long. They didn't want it to go that far. Toward the end, they started speeding things up a little bit.
Right.
But I mean, I was there for like almost 7 hours total. You know what I mean?
I was wondering how long you stood there for, and we didn't even get a picture with your buddy Pat, the promoter.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. He was all over the place. Like he was everywhere.
He was like me.
And I'll tell you what,
everywhere I went.
Yeah, and he was like single-handedly like did everything. He got all the sponsors. He got, he had a lot of help from the one. I think who was there? The one congressman or city. So someone from the city was there and helped him out like big time.
Hang on, I'll get it. Give me a second now.
It might even be in the program.
Hang on. Now I'm mad. It wasn't my guy. Hang on. They got some good history of some fighters in the back. Hang on. My one, Jimmy Slattery. They have Jackie Donnelly. Little history of those guys in the back. Donnie Patterson.
You know what? I never even took a program home.
Oh, Donnie Patterson knew he was a pitcher with Muhammad Ali. And the guy in my pitcher section, in my community section, the one guy in my pitchers, he fought Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah?
Yup, Jimmy. He fought Mike Tyson. Jimmy was a heavyweight fighter out of Rochester.
Oh, I got to go on mute for 1 second, all right?
Go ahead. Yeah, everybody check that picture out. My boy Jimmy, he fought Mike Tyson. Not in the pros, amateurs. Let me tell you something. Jimmy said it was the worst beating he ever took. Oh, because all that intertwines with the Golden Gloves. New York, all that. Yup, he had the pleasure of fighting him in the amateurs and got destroyed. But that, you know what better star on your shoulder? I always told him, Jimmy, what better star is than to get beat down by Mike Tyson?
I just had
best fighter.
I just had one of the parents from my son's baseball team come over to borrow my crutches. He slid into second base and he tweaked his knee somehow. So I said if he needs crutches, just come over and get mine. So she just came over and got them. So
nice.
But yeah, my son just got done playing just now. So that's where I just got home. Yeah.
Lost.
So
he got lost all night, that kid. I didn't see it when
he was down. He was right next to us. He was right next to where I was, but to the very left at the end, because all those old timers took all the room there. You know what I mean?
I wanted to elbow them all in the head. Those old timers. What the fuck? You saved every fucking seat, you cocksuckers.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, they got there early. You know,
and then they put the programs on the seat. I felt like taking the programs and throwing them over the balcony.
I'll stop. They were all right.
I know.
But after, because my brother-in-law and my nephew left a little early too, so I had them come down by me. My son and his friend and his father, they came down by me toward the end. So
yes.
What?
Wait, hang on. Oh, okay, I forgot him. Kevin, thank you. Yes, great time, my brother. Kevin, great time. Thank you for coming in. There's a great guy right there, everybody. Say hello to Kevin. Kevin.
Yeah, you got to see me in action a little bit last night. That's all. And that wasn't even really that. It was a little bit stressful, you know what I mean? Because you got to be on time with everything, you know what I mean? So I had to overlook the balcony. I had to watch the ring announcer. I had to watch Pat, the promoter. I had to watch everybody. You know what I mean? So
I know.
You know, everything is, when you do stuff like that, it's all about timing. You know what I mean? So it wasn't hard, but it wasn't easy. So.
Yes.
And then a couple of the Irish fighters kept coming up to me and changing their songs. I don't know if you were up there for that. They were coming, and that's hard because they have such a hard accent.
Yeah.
That I had to and one of the girls, the girl from Buffalo, her father he hardly spoke English, and he came up to me. He's like, "Can you play?" I forget what song it was. And well, I didn't forget it. I just can't pronounce it. I said, "Here." I handed him my phone. I said, "Spell it for me," and he spelled it, and I got him his song. So
right. I congratulated them when they were downstairs. When they walked by me, I congratulated them.
That girl was. It just she was so like nonchalant. Like even in the fight, she was just so calm. I just couldn't believe how calm she was.
She didn't worry about none. She went in. Boom, 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 boom.
Even after the fight, she was just standing there, just like, okay, I'm here. Like,
I got my thing, like that. She was like, "Oh, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so." I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, the one fight got stopped. The Irish kid lost, and the kid started like crying, and he like wouldn't like leave, like he wouldn't like exit the thing. We had to like prolong the next fight because he wouldn't walk back. Did you see that? Were you there for that?
I caught it on the TV.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was just like hanging around. I mean, I get it. You lost, but come on, man. Show's got to go on.
You know what destroyed me? When your nephew put them potatoes.
Oh God,
gravy, hot roast gravy and white cheese down, and I caught a whiff of that. I went right to the food vendors. I couldn't take it. That smelled so good, and I was so hungry. I ate like a slob the rest of the night after that.
I didn't eat until when I left. There was a couple like little snacks with chips or something there. I grabbed that, and I came home and made food. I didn't eat. I didn't even have time to take a piss last night because I couldn't. I literally couldn't.
I know.
I was way up high like that there, and there was no bathroom close, and I had to be on time with the music, so I didn't even. But I was so occupied, I didn't even think about it. But I did go to my car in the intermission and grab my sweatshirt. You know what I mean? So it got cold. Yeah.
Right.
And it got cold.
That slice of pizza saved my life.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I ate.
Yeah, I didn't eat nothing there. Not until I walked out. So it was good. It was for charity. I'm going to write it off as an advertising expense. You know what I mean? So, it was worth it. I'm glad I did it. And I know that if he ever needs anything, or if I ever need anything, and he can help me out, he'll be there. Pat's a good dude.
That's a good that's a perfect stepping stone for the next event.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm hoping they do it.
Where did you get that guy? What was that guy DJ's? You never know. You never know.
And I
get a couple calls.
And now that happened, all those kids from Buffalo are invited over to Ireland. They're going to try to redo the same thing over in Ireland.
Really?
So, yeah. Okay.
That'd be nice. And you know what? They gave each other gifts before the fight, presents and everything.
Yeah, they had a ceremony. Yeah, that was good.
That was so cool. I got it on tape. I got it up.
Yeah, when I screwed up who was who. When I thought the Irish people were American, or the Americans were Irish.
Were American, and I wanted to give them this.
Well, they had Irish music playing for both teams. They had the violin, the drum, and the guitar for the Americans walking out, and then they had the bagpipes for the Irish.
How great were those three guys?
No, they were good. It was all good. Everything was good.
Those three Irishmen were good.
Everything was good.
They rocked. I loved all that music.
Just the three little instruments they had, man. They made a lot of sound. It was impressive.
They did the Irish national anthem and everything.
Yeah.
It was good. It was great. Great night, man.
I got the guy. I don't know if you could hear the music behind me, but there's the guy across the street's doing something in his garage, and he's playing all this like house techno music. Like he's like the whole neighborhood's getting a concert right now.
I could hear it.
Yeah. Well, good. He's jamming out. It's all right.
That's okay. I didn't have no music anyways.
All I got to do is hook up one of my speakers, and I'll go right over the top of them.
Oh,
if I wanted to.
I know.
So, but all right, I'm gonna let you go. We're doing family pictures today, so I have to go in the house and get cleaned up. So,
all right, Gooms, thanks for coming on. I'm not gonna stay long. I just want to talk about the fight and our night, and Good stuff. Well, give
For
me
sure.
a call later. Maybe we'll do something tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. Bye, everybody. See you soon.
Man. Be good.
All
Be
right.
safe.
You too, man. We'll see you.
Bye. All right. Did you hear that music? That neighbor must be drowning them out. Where's Steve Morinello? Steve, like, come up. Those good stuff. Yeah, I'm so glad again. You're coming with me. Of course, it's fights. Are you kidding? What a great time. What a good time. And just seeing everybody, too, was fun. It was. Okay, I wanted to read another thing. Now, garage party for one. Guy's probably jamming out by himself, Gianni. We got them people around here. Miga, marinated steak tips on the grill tonight with marinated artichokes and those little finger potatoes. Thanks, Gianni. I went to a nice restaurant last night. Before I went to the restaurant, Gianni Cinnamon, Theendu stops at one of the best Spanish restaurants in the city. Figure this thinking. That's how hungry I was. That kid's potatoes and pot roast gravy and white cheese. I wanted to steal one of the potatoes so bad. I said, Theendu, when you're like that, you better go eat. I was going to take the one. So on the way to the restaurant, I see my favorite Spanish restaurant. It was still early. It was open. I went in there and got everything. Chicken, rice, my kazis, my dessert, a Coca-Cola, an orange pop for later. And then I went to eat. I love going into the city. I love doing that, picking up everything, going to 3-4 different restaurants for the ride home. I won't be bored on the way home or when I get home. When I walked in the house with that chicken, Vito went ballistic. I mean, your Papa, what do you got? You got Niagara Cafe, Papa. He was like this. Even my poor wife came home, she ate everything too. Great thing, my daughter got out of the hospital today. So happy about that. Everything's good. Best news of the day. All right. Well, what are we already? That's long enough. I don't even know what's going on. It's Saturday. Been so busy. Yankees might be on. I didn't even look at the TV yesterday. Yes, guys. Yes, and gals. Yes, Cinnamon G. All right. I'm going to get going. Tomorrow, Sunday, we'll do a show. Probably. What else do on Sunday? Everybody, God bless. Love yous. Thank you for coming in. Theendu and Vito the Pitbull signing out. Have a great night.